Here's a video of Polly when he was born 9 weeks too early. These are pictures we found. They're kind of ruined, but here he is in my arms. Here he is. I don't know how good these are going to be. Here we are, skin to skin. There he is again. These are the first moments I got to hold him. There he is with his nose tube. I know it's kind of hard to see through the plastic, but the pictures just melted into it. I don't know, this one didn't. There he is with his little mouth open. He was getting a little tube feeding. They were allowing me to tube feed him. Here he is again with Mommy. Again, one of the first few times I could only hold him for a little bit. He was very, very little. Here we are again. Look how tiny he was. I had pictures of a water bottle next to him, but I can't find him. That's at the beginning when he was in the incubator. Well, still here he was in the incubator, but I got to hold him. Just that little hole. You can't see it. That round hole, that's where I can only pick him up, put my arms through. There he is under the lights. It's hard to see. This one's a little better. They got that covering his eyes, and he's under the lights because he had jaundice. Sorry about the pictures. I tried to save them. They got wet somehow. This is one of the first pictures where he has the oxygen going in when they whisked him for me in the NICU. Here we are again, one of the first times. There's a feeding tube, I remember. So he had a nose tube, and then I was able to push through the little feedings through that machine. See, here we are again. Look how tiny. It was a little hat. Everyone got a little hat in the NICU. The hat was huge. That's gone too. Again, there's that machine. I think that is that with that. And then this is, I have a mask on my head. I don't know why, but this is January 21st. He was born January 2nd. His weight was 1640 grams. Look how tiny he was. This is January 22nd. He was 1685 grams. So in one day he gained 45 grams, which every bit meant the world. One day closer to home. He didn't come home till January, not January. He was born January 2nd. He came home March 4th. It's January 13th again. In the few little moments they let me hold him in the incubator. January 14th, Mommy and Polly, weight 1495. Does it say birth weight? He started in medicine. It's terrible. Everything he went through, it was awful. January 10th, 8 days old. They put him on CPAP. He was having problems breathing. 1410 grams. This is January 10th. I don't know what I was writing there. Who knows? I was such a mess. Because he was a mess. Look at him. I had to hold that on him. Everything. It was terrible. Kind of going backwards. These are earlier pictures. You see there's a little hole. The nurse is doing the stethoscope. So there are two holes where I could touch him. And he was born at 11:11 p.m. and I would always sing happy birthday to him at 11:11 p.m. Look how tiny he was. So thin. I don't have the little wedding band picture. That got lost somehow. Here he is, kind of blurry. And the wedding band picture, for those who don't know anything about preemies, it's where you put the wedding ring around their wrist or their ankle to see how really small they are. See, I'm trying to save the pictures. I'm trying to dry them out. It was January 8th, 1375 grams. I don't remember if I showed you those. There's his hat again. There is. It's bad quality because of the, I don't know if I could take the plastic off. The pictures got somehow into the garage. They got wet and everything's a disaster. But there he is. The one-eyed bandit. Look at him. So tiny. But I had pictures, like I said, of a water bottle so you could see how tiny he was. All the other pictures are lost, I think. But there was little Polly, 12 years ago, born 9 weeks too soon. I have a few more pictures. I have to dry them out and then I'll show you, but I hope you enjoyed watching where his life started. I'll tell you all about it and everything he went through and how it came to be that he was a preemie. But preemies go through a lot, and there's an order of survival with preemies, and little babies, white baby boys, are the last on the list. I think it's little baby girls who are African American, and then next was baby girls, white girls, then African American boys, and I think white boys. All I know is white baby boys were the last to be able to survive in the NICU. I'll never forget the day the doctor told me that, and I thought, wow, I had so many boys, and figures it was a boy because he had the hardest battle, but he got through it and he came home 2 months and 2 days later. So subscribe, comment below if you had a preemie, what your preemie went through. Share this with anyone. I know they're kind of sort of scary pictures to see such a tiny thing, but it's also a miracle to see that now he's 12 years old and he's a little boy now and getting bigger and bigger every day. He does have a laundry list of problems, but he's come a long, long way. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.